Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for June 2021. This is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, always. You may have planets in the sign of Cancer. You may be in love with a Cancer. You're just intuitively guided to the reading. Whatever brought you, I want to say welcome. I so appreciate you. And let's go ahead and get into your reading. All right, I'm going to bring the lid down a little bit. We're going to use two different decks here, maybe more, we'll see. We're going to use the Luminous Tarot, but we're going to start with the Good Tarot. I like this deck for you. We're going to go ahead and give it a couple shuffles, already pre-shuffled, by the way. I do this for you. Let's give him a cut. And let's shuffle. I was going to take off the top, but let's shuffle. All right, well, we have the Empress. Came face up. To me means important, right? To take notice of. You know, the Empress is a status I feel like we reach. We reach that through all the queens, you know, the journeys of all the queens, your life cycle, so to speak, and coming out of it with greater wisdom. Then I went into it. The Empress is patient. She's nurturing, loving, powerful, strong, can read energy like no other. She is very creative. So all those elements are within you. All right, we have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords, can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we have the Four of Wands. Interesting. You know, I just did a spirit guide reading on relationships, whether you were together or not. And this has a little bit of that flavor. Different decks, different day. I did it yesterday, I think, or the day before. Anyways, I have the Empress mirroring the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is the marriage card. It's the commitment card. But yet we have the Five of Pentacles here. So let's talk about the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is the energy of feeling thrown out into the cold. It's like something happens that's beyond your control. Not just that, but you know, you don't have the luxury when this happens of just sitting back and doing nothing. Like, I have to keep moving through it. You know, I definitely feel like this is how the Empress has gained much of her wisdom, is through these Five of Pentacles. Talks about change, right? Change. Queen of Swords. You know, she's someone who cares about honesty, truth. She ends up in her lifetime mastering the art of communication in some way, in some form. Doesn't have to be like spoken word. Okay, well, let's keep going. We have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups under the Empress. You know, the Empress deserves nothing less. Ten of Cups is a house of harmony. You know, what we got to remember is it doesn't mean that there is no challenges. But as I'm looking at the challenges from the Empress's energy, there's really nothing I cannot overcome. You know, going through the the total lunar eclipse, the Scorpio full moon. It's going to speak, or it speaks, or it has spoken to deep emotions. We have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. You know, when the Three of Pentacles comes up, I often feel, it makes me feel like I found my soul family. This is where others are appreciating you, for what you bring to the table, all aspects of it. But your creativity, definitely, your ability maybe even to make money. Sometimes this is finding the perfect partners, you know, the perfect collaboration. It does come after a somewhat tower, but here it is, and I love it next to the Ten of Cups. You know, almost like this Empress through her life has been moved into this type of energy. But, you know, if the Empress did not have these Five of Pentacles, these towers, these things that she couldn't control, and then learning how to let go of, you know, like not trying to control what I cannot, she never, I don't know, she could have reached the status of the Empress. We have the Queen of Cups. So you have the Queen of Swords with the Queen of Cups right below it. This could certainly talk about a same-sex relationship. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This could be you, another Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But this Queen is someone who comes to the table with her emotions. You know, how do I want to say this? First of all, I'm noticing that her eyes are closed. And I feel like she's trying to manifest something. You know, it's almost like I'm manifesting it through my mind, which is how we do manifest. Let's see what's in front of her. Love. This is the Lover's card. Interesting. Your neighbor, first of all, Gemini. This can be a head over heart decision, for sure. But it is about a connection. And it's interesting because I feel like this Queen of Cups, with her eyes closed, I feel like she can imagine. Like, more than just imagine, it's almost like I can feel it. Okay. We have Justice on the bottom of the deck. Card of Libra. This can signify a divorce. You know, it's on the bottom of the deck. Probably already it happened. Can be cutting of the ties. You know, number 11. And I feel, listen, some may have a master number 11. You know, I feel like when I'm drawn to a number, there's a reason. And that 11 is like, boom. Justice is about making you whole again, but sometimes you got to walk through the mud to get to, you know, the grass. And in the Five of Pentacles, that's exactly what you're doing. You're walking through the muck, so to speak. But you will, you know, it's like keep going, because I feel like you will arrive right where you're meant to arrive. And I feel like where you arrive is, it almost feels like a different world because it's a different type of energy. It's a much more like-minded and same vibration type of energy. Now, I do feel like it's also speaking of love. Now, maybe this is along the journey. And the Lovers has the Four of Wands right above it. Well, you know, we're in the year of the Lovers. This is a year where there's more marriages and more people coming together. You know, I feel like there's people coming together in the, you know, in this part of the year, and then the end of the year you might be hearing like announcements. I do feel that. I feel like for all the signs, of course not everyone, but probably for those who are truly open. Remember, we opened with the Empress. That's a very, listen, you know who you are in the Empress. You know your power, right? You know that you have the ability to manifest, and you know that you have the ability to overcome. How do you know that? Because you already have. Okay. So I don't know. Some of you may, again, like maybe this was somebody cut ties with you and maybe it hurt for a moment, but I have a feeling, nonetheless, it's like if you keep moving forward, I feel like where you end up is just going to really surprise you, because I'm feeling this energy of the Lovers and the Four of Wands together. Now, I feel that, this may be, number one, listen, this can talk about a marriage that I was in, that ended, or a commitment that I was in that ended. Yet here, because I feel like this is still yet to be. This is still yet to be. Okay, let's bring in the Luminous Tarot and let's go over them. And let's go a little bit deeper. Let's give them a cut. It's funny because you fellow tarot readers out there probably know what I'm talking about, but some days, like there's certain decks, like when you go to pick them up, they just feel heavy. And that's what these feel right now. It's weird. Okay. We're going to start at the beginning. We have the Nine of Pentacles. By the way, the Luminous Tarot is, I have a video where I reviewed this deck and another deck, and I left a code if you like them, where I got them. Anyway, this is, it's the original tarot. It's just like enhanced somewhat. So Nine of Pentacles, beautiful energy. This is the energy of independence, exactly what the Empress is, independent. Whether in a relationship or on her own, it doesn't matter. That part doesn't change, right? I am independent. I am woman. Hear me roar. It's funny, I sang that song by Helen Reddy, I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar, in my 7th grade. I was trying out for a solo in chorus, and I sang that song, and I remember looking at my teachers and all that. They're like, what the heck? She's a 7-year-old, or in 7th grade. Anyway, Nine of Pentacles, this is also great energy if, anything that has to do with your pentacles, if you're willing to put the focus in on them, this talks about success, really, success. You could have had some falls, but it doesn't mean you can't get back up again and build yourself even better. All right, we have the Seven of Wands coming over the Five of Pentacles, and I find that interesting because this also was like a major energy in the relationship reading I just did. Some of you might want to check that out. I'm not trying to push it. I only want you to watch what you feel drawn to watch, but I can see the synchronicities. Well, we have Justice again. This Queen could certainly be a Libra for some. But I feel like this is the cutting of ties. And ultimately, I feel like, maybe you don't care, but I feel like both sides made whole again. And I mean that in a spiritual sense, maybe in a physical sense, material sense. All right. We have the Nine of Cups. 2 nines. Anchor this. The Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. Quite beautiful. Now, this Nine of Cups is coming over the Four of Wands. So again, I feel like I was in something, the Tower shows up in some way. Seven of Wands is defensive energy. I mean, it just is, right? It's feeling like I need to defend myself. Not a good energy. It's drama-filled type of energy, and doesn't serve you, right? Because really what I want to do is try to rise above. If I can't, then maybe I got to go. And I feel like that's what Justice is saying. Doesn't mean it's easy, any of that. But ultimately what it's saying is maybe it's just putting you on a better track. Because then we have, over the marriage card, this Nine of Cups, which is very happy, loving, feeling good type energy. This is you. Almost like, whew. Now, I feel like, again, you have to arrive there, right? We're going from a 4 to a 9. So all of it takes time, but nonetheless. These two beautiful 9s here. And then what do we have? We have the High Priestess. This is your intuition. This is what you have to trust. I feel like, again, I feel like this is what's coming. Here's why. Because I feel like the Empress is showing as our teacher, so to speak, saying these 5 of Pentacles, right? These things that are like outside of our control, that maybe we've, put too much energy into. The Empress learns that, understands that, sees it for what it truly is, all sides of it, all parts of it, even herself, all of it. So she's not someone who's going to stay in, or let me put it another way, and again, it's because of these that it makes her the Empress. And this is why I'm feeling that this energy is yet to come, because I feel like she had to go through, I'm saying she had to. Did she have to? I don't know. Maybe she could have, or he could have understood the energy a little better. I don't know. I think that's like a personal type question. And the Empress would ask herself that. Or himself. All right. Anyways, I kind of love the High Priestess here, with the 9 of Pentacles right above that. Listen, you are following your intuition as it relates to your craft. This is you following your intuition. Maybe you haven't been following it, right? Maybe there's been a lot of drama that's tied you up and kept you away from it. But I feel like, first of all, the Empress is going to have this 10 of Cups, but you know what? First, she has this 9 of Cups, and she's more than happy with that because she's keeping not just like herself open, but she's keeping her mind busy through her creativity, through her pentacles, and she's building herself true success. I feel like that's probably the most important thing here. And she's listening to her intuition. I could definitely see working out of the home and really having a love for what you do. Maybe you don't know that yet. Maybe you're just experiencing this or still going through this. But no, this is the potential, right? The potential. What do you mean the potential? Well, the Empress is saying, as the first card, this is probably the most important energy to have during this period. By the way, once you find the Empress within yourself, it's always there. Okay, let's keep going. Well, beautiful. You showed up, number 1, in your own reading, the Chariot, card of Cancer. This is about, first of all, it's movement. Some of you've had movement. But I feel like you're instinctively moving. You know what I mean? But the High Priestess right there, I feel like instinctively, like you're following your gut. That type of thing. The Chariot is about mind control over this chariot and being able to take it. There's no limit on it. but you want to remember it's my mind that controls it. It's like the magician, right? The manifester. I think the horses, or I put the intention the horses turn right, the horses turn right. The chariot's a beautiful balance. That's why it's able to move. I feel like that's why it moves like through the air, because it's light. It's a beautiful balance of the masculine and the feminine and the light and the dark and all that. We have, well, hello, King of Cups coming right over the Queen of Cups. And then look at this, we have the King of Wands. Interesting, because the King of Wands is looking in. This is probably going to be different people for different people. So I love that the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups are coming out in the same energy. But this King of Cups is also connected in some way to that Queen of Swords. Now, maybe this King was divorcing the Queen of Swords. I hate to say just the Queen of Swords, because I don't want you to think just Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But at the same time, I feel like this Queen is looking over this way, and this King of Wands is what's coming in. All right, I'm going to take a card in between these two kings. And I'll tell you what I'm looking for. I'm looking for which direction the card is flowing. I'm looking at the number. Interesting. Okay, well, they came this way because one's in reverse and one's in reverse and one's in the upright. This is the way they came. If I flip them, it just flips, you know what I mean? So we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. But look at this. Then we have the Knight of Wands in the upright. How interesting is that? Two knights come out. Each knight is of their king's energy, suit, right? Wands, cups. The cups is in reverse. The wands is in the upright. The cups is in reverse because it's below justice. It's making me feel like this King of Cups, as much as they're like-minded energy, it doesn't feel like that is happening, or that kind of feels over, because I feel like this King of Wands is like the overriding energy here, right? The King of Wands, I come in with passion, I come in quickly, I come in with intent. Each king sends their knight, right? But this King of Cups, his cup is in reverse, like the water has drained out. Wow. Look at this. So I just picked up the deck, and this did not come with the deck, and it's the Sun. Not to throw more confusion in here, but card of Leo. The ruler of Leo. But the Sun's beautiful energy. First of all, if I'm making a decision between these two kings, let's say, the Sun is complete illumination. Like, truly nothing can hide in this energy. If someone comes to me and their intent is not pure, I have the ability to see it, to feel it, to know it in this energy, especially with the Empress. And then I have this knight coming in with, his passion and his, his charm and all that. But listen, if that's fake, I'll know it. But it's in the upright, and it's connected to the Sun. So I feel like it's different things for different people. All right, is there anything else I want to look at? I think what I want to do is I'm just going to take a couple cards right across the bottom. You know, I feel like this reading finds many, like, single. Doesn't mean, you know, it's only for singles. But I do find, like, because I feel like that's the but it's good energy. The Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. All right, we have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords talks about the toxicity that's around me. Five is about the change. Just real quick, I feel like also there may be someone who's like waiting for someone else to get divorced. And I feel like, listen, you can wait as long as you want to wait. But I feel like there's still someone else out there, because I feel like if someone's been like keeping you like at bay because they're connected to another, and they haven't had, and I feel like there has to be time within this, but there hasn't been movement towards their independence. Take that as a sign. You can keep waiting, completely up to you. But don't think that they're the only one. That's the thing. Don't think that, well, if I don't wait, I'll have no love. That's not true. And by the way, hello, Ace of Cups. Where's the Ace of Cups? After the Five of Swords. Once I understand what has become toxic to me, who has become toxic to me, and I, number 5, change it in whatever way I need to, whether I leave it, I separate however I do it. Look what then enters: the Ace of Cups. Connected directly to the Chariot. Excuse me. And then we have the Three of Wands. This is your intention. This is stepping into it. This is saying yes to the journey, and I'm going to step into it. You know, I feel like if nothing else, what Tarot does is it teaches us about energy and the power we have within that and how we can use it, especially for the good. You know, it doesn't mean we always do use it for the good. Sometimes we use it for the bad. You know, but it's to thyself be true, right? Knowing all parts of thyself. The Sun, I feel like, you know, listen, I feel like love is coming in. And I feel like if it is not legit, I'm going to see it. I'm going to see it. I want to trust myself. The Three of Wands tells me that you're willing to step into it. Ace of Cups right there. I have a feeling it's because you feel it so strongly, or you will feel it so strongly with the Lovers being here. I mean, we're doing a Cancer reading. The Ace of Cups is directly connected to the Cancer card, which is beautiful. All right. Just a couple more, and then I'm going to let you be. We have the Eight of Pentacles flipped itself over in the deck. You know, the Eight of Pentacles is about allowing yourself to have a new beginning. And if I worry about that, the Eight of Pentacles is a teacher. It says, listen, be willing to step into things as an apprentice, right? I'll learn as I go. But you will learn, and you will eventually become the master teacher, right? If you put your focus. This is on anything, by the way. But Pentacles is here also. Let's not deny that, right? Let's because I feel like we should celebrate that. Eight of Pentacles, you know, if someone's like, I don't have time for drama. I don't have time for drama. Drama? All right, one more. we have the Eight of Cups. Interesting, we have two eights here. I had another ring that had 88 in it too. Someone may be born in 88. So the Eight of Cups is about having emotional, it talks about a journey, really, but it's also talking about a period where I really gain emotional clarity over myself, right, within my emotional house. I can't fix everyone. I can't. I just can't. And a lot of people, I'm not meant to. But I can fix myself, right? I can. I can have emotional clarity. I can't have everything I want, but maybe there's better waiting. Maybe there's better waiting. So the Eight of Cups to me is beautiful energy of acceptance, of reality, everything. And I love that what's mirroring it right now is the Nine of Cups. So I feel very successful. Many of you, I feel like that is the type of work that you go into, maybe helping others make emotional choices, or, help them in, I'm not going to say just their emotional house. But I just feel like some of you are moving into that field, or you've stepped into it. And I feel like once you stepped into it, I feel like, oh, it's going to open. You be open, and it's going to open at the same time. So I think I'm going to leave it there. I felt like this is quite a beautiful reading. I can see, the hardship and the pain. We don't have the Three Swords. So we don't even have the Four Swords. So, what I need to overcome, I can. It probably means that, I got caught in a drama. I got caught in a web, right? But I can free myself from that. Here you are. You're doing it. And the universe is like sending you payment of the Ace of Cups. Potentially someone may have an empty cup. And you may think that's it. That's all there is, right? Or I'm waiting for someone to cut connections elsewhere. But in the meantime, your guides are saying, look at this. Look over here. Look over here. Coming over the Lovers. And the Sun. I love you guys so much. I thank you. I thank you for keeping this channel alive through your donations, through your shares, your likes, if you like it. I don't want you to like it unless, it resonated with you or you enjoyed it in some way. Thank you for subscribers who've been with me and the new ones coming in. Welcome, welcome. Just thank you. I love you guys. I want you to have everything that I feel like you're meant to have. Allow yourself to have it. I'll see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.